Alright, we are back again. Day 22. Got here like 8, but I've kind of been waiting to start making noise, so it's almost 9 now. But I did throw down 2 rows real quick before I started this. I mean, you guys know what's up, it's just the rest of this room, so I'm going to go ahead and probably lay down the next thing of underlayment and get to it. And we'll just keep going until, I guess we're done, until we have to start making cuts at the end of the wall there. So, day 22, let's go. End of day 22 recap. As you can see, we are done. Yay, I know you're celebrating with me in the background. This last little strip was actually quite the pain in the ass. But master is done. Essentially, I could technically come on up here and start sanding, and I'm gonna ask them if they would, so that maybe this, they could be sanding and sanding up here while they're still doing wood downstairs, because they just finished the front room today. So that's the last little bit. None of this is I just started doing this. This actually, as I suspected, was kind of taking some brain work here. I had to pull off the nose that was on that step and then the riser so that I could make sure that I get underneath there, and then when we put new risers, it'll sit on top of the wood. I was like, well, I better take that out now, because if I installed all the wood with that old riser, then I'd have to pull that riser out, and there'd be a big gap, and that would suck. So I'm trying to like think ahead on everything. Cut the bull nose for right here. The only board that's tacked in is that very back board. I kind of just laid these all out to see how far back I would need to get. And then I tacked that in, so now I could take all these boards out, although I'm going to label them. This is exactly how I want them. And then I'm just going to put them in one row at a time until I get up to the bull nose, and then put that on, and that'll be done. And then I made sure, kind of pulled this riser away, because I'm going to have to pull it out and replace it with the new riser. So just want to make sure I can still get it even after I install that bull nose. And then I don't know when we're going to do these steps, but when we do, I could tell already just doing this little bit, it's going to be a challenge. I'm going to have to like cut these stairs out, because they are just like really in here, and they're like kind of going into the wall there. So it's going to be fun. It's probably going to mess up sheetrock all along here. So, but that'll be after we move in probably. It would have been nice to do it before, but we just don't have the time. We've got too much other stuff we got to get done. So all the wood upstairs is done. This room is done. He finished all this up today. It's all tied in. Looks great. And then my favorite part are these vents that match in here. He's got the trash over there, but so that's it. Now it's Friday, going into the weekend. Normally we wouldn't be here, but I think our plumber is coming out on Monday to run the lines for our pot filler and our new refrigerator whenever that gets here. So he wanted me to cut open the sheetrock. He would do it, but he would cost a little extra. But so I'm going to try to, I think I need to come on the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, and cut at least kind of whatever path he thinks he's going to need to get over here. And then we're going to go from the bathroom on the other side of that wall to tie in for the pot filler, which I kind of made my mark already. However, I was going to cut sheetrock today, but I ran into our dear friend, Mr. Shiplap. Not to mention, first it was 2 rows of sheetrock. Cut through one, pulled that out. There was a second one. So, you know, if you remember my first video, to my surprise. But, so I'm going to have to like kind of make him a path through the sheetrock. So this is actually going to take quite a while. I measured out where I thought the back of the sink was, and it was here, and here are my 2 pipes for hot and cold for the sink that's in that bathroom right there. So I've got access for him to get to one of these lines, but now I'm going to need to start working over and up. And I don't think it needs to be full, because if he's going to tie into that copper with maybe PEX, I don't know how, if he has to go from copper to copper. However he does it, but I'm going to have to try to make some path for him there and then over there. And it's probably going to take me all day of really cutting that out, because with that little saw doing the sheetrock and then the Ryobi cutting out the shiplap, man, it sucks. So, all right, that's the recap. End of day 22. Ugh, the wood is pretty much done. Goodbye.